And today, for this stream, I will be going through yet another editing process, and this one will be for the volume 2 of, or the second volume of the RWBY anthology, Mirror Mirror. And I've already gotten some of the stuff laid out, but seems that apparently I've already deleted some of the, or didn't really save some of the shit.
Art style in general for these characters weren't.
Okay. Yeah, shit. Wait. No, I did save. No, I did. I remember now.
So this isn't really the end of them. Just a little bit more, and then I'll be done with this review. But as I have mentioned, I really do like this manga a lot, and there's some really good character development sections.
Now, before we even get started with the whole thing, so yes, the other day I did go out and actually trade in Fatal Bullet, as well as Hollow Realization and the Modern Warfare trilogy that I had for the 360 backwards compatibility feature for Xbox One, which is about the only reason I play on my Xbox One is because of backwards compatibility. But yeah, and so now I'm gonna be working on 3 manga reviews. This one, my Kakegarui manga volume, as well as the manga redo review of Toyo Game. And after those, I'll get to the Devil May Cry 5 review. Then I'll go to Resident Evil 2. And then I'll do Spider-Man for PS4 review. Basically 6 projects, 3 of them being for video game reviews, and the other 3 being manga-based reviews. And hello Haru, welcome to the stream. Watch me suffer while I use editing software yet again. But now's the perfect time to do it, and time to hurry the fuck it up, because I've been keeping my YouTube channel a secret from my family for years, and only one of my family members knows that I have a YouTube channel. And that's one of my sisters, but well, Haru, I'm not really associated with them, but let me get to like a virtual anime YouTuber. Trying to figure out what parts I'm gonna cut out, because this review is already way too long to begin with. I'm not really into virtual anime YouTubers. This is just not my thing. Like, they're cool, it's just they're not my thing. They don't really talk about too many stuff that I'm interested in. And plus, there's always just one, like, Fortnite anime YouTuber that I saw, or a virtual anime YouTuber that did, like, Fortnite or whatever, and they were a pretty good player. Of course, Watch Mojo has that kind of list. It's Watch Mojo. They have a list for every single fucking thing in the world. Yeah, I know that. I don't mind them. It's just that I'm not interested in their work that much. I'm still trying to figure out what part I'm gonna cut out. There's so many good parts about this manga, but I don't want to spoil too much for it. This manga that's in the video right now that I'm trying to figure out what pieces I want to cut out. Did I at least get rid of the overlays that I put? No, I did not get rid of those. It's this manga, basically. And it's a really good one. But yeah. Let's get to it. But first I gotta take out these overlays, because I don't need those anymore. They were just for the thumbnail. It's because they don't really do their research too well on some topics. Some topics they do, and then some topics they don't. But I don't mind their videos, but they do need some work. Mainly with their research, because they don't always get it right. And sometimes they just end up fucking everything over and not even giving a shit. Alright, well, now I'm gonna get to the, one of the first parts I want to get to. Actually, yeah, I gotta put this part in now since I've already added it, so I'm gonna put the text in. I'm gonna have to put a small disclaimer notice, because they can't be too big. Actually, no, that is too small, never mind. And you can hear me correctly, right? Okay, good.
Is that how they put it?
Yeah, okay, that's how they put it. Well, they went for that style because that's how Gorillaz is. They're not like stuck to one style. They branch themselves out more so they're not as similar to many other artists out there, let alone other musical artists that are virtual like characters that have real life counterparts that make the actual music and the vocals, while the virtual characters are just there to add more flavor to the music and make like their own kind of voice. And well, not the same as Vocaloid, but like I don't know, but it's the way Gorillaz does things that makes them more interesting than other artists out there, as that they make sure that everything is different. They add personality to it. They make things weird, quirky, cool, all these different things. It's how they are. Yeah, I know that. I know that much about Hatsune Miku that she actually does sing some Gorilla songs. I mean, I found some already. But there's like something about Vocaloid that I think to me it doesn't really sound that great in English to be honest. I don't know about like Hatsune Miku singing in English. Like some other Vocaloids I can see it, but for Hatsune Miku I don't really see her singing in English that well. I've already heard her singing in it, but in English she doesn't really seem to have like the same kind of like vibe or like kind of like personality that she does when she sings in Japanese. So I don't know like I don't really enjoy her English singing that much as I do her Japanese voice and whatnot. Yeah, there are some good ones out there, but I feel like most of them just would sound better in Japanese, to be honest. I wonder how Feel Good Inc. sounds in Japanese. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Feel Good Inc. in Japanese. That'd be awesome. And what if Noodle would have sung Feel Good Inc. in her own language, Japanese? That'd be really cool, man. I love to hear that, man. Someone out there just make Feel Good Inc. in Japanese, or maybe it's already been done. I don't know. I gotta hear it if it's already out there. Hello, zombie. How you doing? And sorry I didn't check your invite the other day. I just was on some other stuff at the time, and I just didn't see it because my notifications are always turned off, so they don't really notify me when I get an invite. I only know when I get an invite if I press down on the PlayStation menu and just brings up on that small taskbar. Alright. I'll probably listen to them, but I'm not sure like when I would. But one of my favorite Vocaloid songs out there is definitely The Lost One's Weeping. I don't know why I forgot the name for a second. But yeah, The Lost One's Weeping is by far one of my most favorites. One of my most favorite Vocaloid songs I've ever heard. Alright, now I'm gonna do the track voiceover. Just gonna get the audio, or not audio, but my air conditioning turned off. Piece of shit AC. Alright, here we go. Disclaimer: this review contains some spoilers for the RWBY Manga Anthology Volume 2 of the name Mirror Mirror. All credit goes to the creators, illustrators of this. Fuck, man. Yeah, I just gotta read how it is. Disclaimer: this review contains some spoilers for the RWBY Manga Anthology 2 Volume Mirror Mirror. All credit goes to the creators and illustrators of this manga, so please enjoy the review and don't take anything too seriously. Disclaimer: this review contains some spoilers for the RWBY Manga Anthology 2 Volume Mirror Mirror. All credit goes to the creators and illustrators of this manga, so please enjoy the review and don't take anything too seriously. Okay, that's pretty bad. Manga Review 13 by WorldDog107. Now here's the part where I gotta cut out shit that I wanted in there, but I didn't really leave in there that much. I wanna cut out some of these long parts, but there's so many good parts. Damn it. Yeah, it is sad, but at the same time, what can you do? Companies are gonna do what they want to do. There's no changing that, no matter what. Is it a shit game or is it a good game? Because I'm gonna keep my ears plugged unless it's a good game. Because you know how I am with video games by this point. There's so many shitty ones that I don't care for, and then so many good ones that end up taking too much of my time and I can't get to all of them. That's why I'm not really enjoying video games nowadays. They're just not as fun as they used to be. I didn't say is it a fun game. That's a good feature, yes, but is it a good or great game? Is the gameplay good? Is the story good? Is there good characters? Is there good dialogue? You answered me with music. I'll take that. You answer me with fun. I'll take that. But is it a good game? Is it a good or great game? Is it like a 6, 7, 8, or 9 out of 10? Is it something along those lines, or is it a complete dog shit game? You gotta tell me, Haru. Otherwise, I won't be paying attention. Because you know how I am with video games. Now, this part I gotta keep in. As well as this one. Oh, so it's a rhythm game? Well, shit, I'll look it up then. If it's a rhythm game, I'm dying to try it then. But I'm not gonna look it up right now. But, actually, you can just send me the name of the game and whatnot in Discord. Alright. I'll be sure to check it out sometime. There's some parts I want to get in, but some parts I have to leave out. The Black Ops 3 Zombies wasn't that great. I didn't like it too much. It wasn't that great of a game or mode for Call of Duty or Black Ops 3. In general, Call of Duty shit nowadays. I don't like it. Modern Warfare looks cool and I'm looking forward to it, but I really hope that they don't fuck something up. Oh, you bet your ass I will. You bet your ass I will, Haru. I'll definitely do that shit. If I wanna. I don't think I'm gonna get around to that anytime soon, but yeah, fuck that game. Shit, you guys can see my mouth. Fuck. BO3 is not in my intro. What are you talking about? I don't have BO3 in my intro. What do you mean? I have a couple videos on it and whatnot, but I don't really have like a full blown video on it. I just have some videos on it where I just run through some gameplay with friends of mine. Okay, hold up then. Let me check my channel. I swear to God I did not put the intro as that. What the hell? There's no way. Let me check. I don't believe you. Let me see. What do you mean BO3's in the intro? Where is it? I don't see it. Like, which intro are you talking about? Which intro? Like, which video and what intro? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't see it. I don't know what you're talking about, man. A few days ago? I'm really confused, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. You've legit just got me confused. Just trying to cut this down to at least like 25 minutes. Let me look at one of these pages on here, because I can't tell about something. the hell? I just noticed that I'm gonna cut out this page part right here that messed up. There we go. Reason why I'm using Time Bender is to make sure that I don't miss like specific points that I want to make in this review. That's why I'm putting Time Benders.
More skinny on.
Shit. I didn't accidentally cut a specific part out, did I?
So this isn't really the end of them. Just a little bit more, and then I'll be done with this review. But
No, I don't think I cut out the voice part. Never mind. Okay. Okay, so... Wait, no, we're not done. No, it's not gonna be that long. Fuck that. Shit. I'll delete this part. That part I'll leave. Shit. Hmm? Yeah, hold on. Meow to you too, Haru.
And that.
Alright, let's get ready.
Take anything too seriously.
Go.
Manga Review 13 by WorldDog107.
Alright, I'm gonna get going with the first track 2. So, gonna have to. You gotta be kidding me, phone call. Hello?
Hey, who answered? I need the Goldie baskets in the garage room.
Are you kidding me?
No, I need it. I left it all in bed. You might want to make it some shorters. So I needed to put it, I think, in the closet. Maybe on top of the dresser that I last checked. Hers you can't miss, it's big and round. Just dump hers into empty toilet, okay?
Okay. Bye. Oh, I'll be right back again. I'm back. Hello everyone. This is my manga review for RWBY Volume 2 of Mirror Mirror, the manga anthology series. And recording in these crappy voice clips because apparently my mic was muted when I was doing the original video recordings for these or for this review. But yeah, so you get all the information on the back and the front of the manga in case you're curious. You got Viz, the prices. You also get the synopsis as an interesting little chibi style art based on RWBY characters. So yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna have the breath for this. And now here we have some interesting artwork pieces that I tended to really love, such as this one here seems to have some really interesting shading as well as value in line work. Mainly the line work and the shadowing I like a lot, or shading I mean. But yeah, this artwork piece along with the many others in this manga are really well done, and I think each artist did a great job with each of their own artwork pieces. And I don't know why this clip is so long, but yeah. Um, yeah, this manga was a really well done manga. There's some pretty cool character elements in it, and this is another of the artwork pieces that I really liked, and that was pretty well done. You got different values, the shading. Huh? I did? And that was pretty well done. You got different values, the shading. Chibi style art based on RWBY characters. So yeah. So yeah. So now there's some artwork pieces I would like to point out that that were really interesting to me based on their value, their shading, as well as their line work. I think the value and line work in this one were pretty well done, but mainly the line work and the shading I liked the most. But the value was definitely there as well. And there's also some other great artwork pieces that I liked as well in this manga, not just this one. And some of them I won't spoil, as well as some of the stuff in the manga I won't spoil either, because I don't want this review to be too long like many of my others. But yeah, this manga, there were some pretty cool character building moments as well as character development, well, pretty much the same thing, sort of. But yeah, and here's some more artwork pieces, and these artists that made these artwork pieces did a very great job. The coloring is right, you got the different shading, the value, the transitions between different colors, and each artist did a great job with each piece, such as the one on the right. When you're viewing the manga on my screen, you can see that the shading, or not shading, but well, sort of shading, but the line work and the value were really interesting on how they put them in place, as well as the red mixed on from the white. It was pretty interesting and well done. And then the one with the snowflakes was also pretty cool, and I like how they did the shape of each each snowflake, and the way they did Weiss's hair. The line work for that was also really well done. And in general, the colors also looked pretty well done. And then this last artwork piece, which I don't remember who it was done by, but they did a great job for not just line work, but the value, the shading, the colors, everything about this piece I love. Especially the background. The background is really nice. I like how the night sky is all the stars, and then it has like the purple kind of background transitioning to blue, and then you get the moon just all like shattered in the background, or cracked technically. But then you got Weiss with her summoning symbol, and she's in a pretty interesting pose. And then you also got how her hair is done, and it's pretty well done. And these artwork pieces never disappoint. Now moving on to an actual chapter of the manga, instead of just gushing about the artwork. How does this manga stand up in terms of art, or not artwork, but in terms of character development and different story building pieces? Well, basically what you saw was basically Weiss and Ruby were chatting, and they were saying, well, Ruby was saying that she doesn't want to study and she wants to do some other stuff, but Weiss is trying to get her to study and saying, no, you have to study. Sit down, I'm gonna make you study. You have to get better grades if you're gonna be your team leader. And so, yeah, it was pretty interesting. But while that was going on, Velvet ended up getting bullied by Cardin, which was another set of characters I do like. Cardin and Velvet are pretty interesting characters. You get Velvet with like her kindness, but she's also being bullied. But she tends to like pretty much defend herself, and I'm glad that she gets to, because some stories out there don't make it where characters that get bullied all the time are able to defend themselves. They always put it where they're never able to for some odd reason. But once Velvet pushes Cardin off of herself, then Weiss and Ruby see that Velvet is just falling out the window now, and then Weiss jumps in, pushes Cardin out of the way, and then she ends up using her abilities to go down and save Velvet from like getting killed or whatever, and just breaking her fall. And she ends up doing so, and the artwork for this piece was also done very well. I think the shading in general is really interesting, the way they captured that scene, and I like how the different value at the bottom with the white symbol once she stops Velvet's fall. I like how the symbol looks with its value in the shade. It looked very well done, and I like how artistic they made it. And this chapter alone was pretty cool, because it shows that no matter what, Weiss is willing to put herself out there to pretty much help someone out in need, and that she is willing to develop as a character, as a person, and as a teammate. And I like how it was done. And now this chapter, which is the cookie chapter, I like to call it, it's a really funny chapter, and you'll see why. Basically, Weiss wants to learn how to cook cookies like Ruby and whatnot, but she ends up making them, and they end up being rock solid. almost like metal. And then they end up thinking of a plan. Well, Ruby mainly thinks of a plan. And then she ends up having her whole team find Roman Torchwick to attack him. Because they're going to use Eliza's poorly made cookies that are just like metal, rock solid, in order to attack Roman Torchwick. And then you can see at the bottom right corner on the right page that the cookie just slams into the wall. And then you can just see Roman's face just look at the cookie like, what the fuck? A cookie? Is this a ninja star or what? And I really like this chapter because it has a nice piece of comedy. And then while they're running off, then they're like, retreat, retreat. She's a monster. She's got ninjas throwing star cookies. And then Weiss is saying, they're actually good. Try them for once. And then it just makes Weiss mad. And I feel like that was really interesting. Because it shows that Weiss is trying to hide the fact that they're bad, but she knows that she can improve on her cooking skills. And yeah. Now, another chapter here is also a pretty good one, which is where Yang and Weiss team up against this one guy that they find that's pickpocketing this one woman or whatever in the shopping district. And basically they find him pickpocketing and they decide to go after him. But the combat for this was a little confusing, just a little, and I do feel like they could have made it a little more easier to understand at first. But once you keep coming back to the same chapter, then you'll be able to figure out how they're coordinating their attacks and whatnot. So at first, this scene is a little difficult to understand on what's going on, but after reading it a couple times or just going back to this chapter specifically, you'll then understand what's going on in this chapter or in this scene. But yeah, it was really interesting that Yang and Weiss got some alone time together to develop themselves as characters and as a duo team, which I also liked a lot. And then this scene as well, you could also get a little confused on what combat coordinations were going on at the time in this scene. But then towards the end, the guy vanishes, and then you get a glimpse of Emerald. And then she ends up popping up in the next page. If the clip shows you. Shit. Yeah, you can see right there that Emerald is right there. And she has an item that the man pickpocketed from that woman. And then, yeah, it was a pretty interesting chapter. But, here we have another one where, Team Ruby is up against this giant Grim, and it's a really interesting design. It's got like these shards or something on its back. It's got a large head, large feet, large hands, big nails, and claws. It's a really cool design, and I like how this one turned out. And this one was also a little interesting because Weiss's sword, if you look where she's holding it, the handle is curved a little bit. But in the actual series, it's not curved, it's straight. Her sword isn't really curved like that. The handle's never curved like that, it's supposed to be straight. And I feel like they kind of messed up on that part. But of course, not everything is going to be correct, but that is something I wanted to point out. And yeah, now next is another chapter which I really, really love. And hello, Ramon. How you doing?
So
Another chapter which I really, really love.
just a little bit more, and then I'll be done with this review. But
Correct, but that is something I wanted to point out. And yeah, now next is
So, this isn't really the end of them. Just a little bit more, and then I'll be done with this review, but, as I have mentioned, I really do like this manga a lot, and there's some really good character development sections. But that the entire clip that I recorded, I didn't originally, just, like, I recorded it, but the
is, but that is something I wanted to point out. That is something I wanted to point out.
So, this isn't really the end of them. Just a little bit more, and then I'll be done with this review, but, as I have mentioned, I really do like this manga a lot, and there's some really good character development sections. But that the entire clip that I recorded, I didn't originally, just, I recorded it, but the audio wasn't there. Because my camera was accidentally muted, so you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. So I have to just use these voiceover clips instead. Because I'm not going to re-record everything. That's not going to happen. But, yeah, I really do like these different character elements with Weiss and how she talks to her teammates about different things that she goes through as a person. And she begins to grow as a character by bonding with her teammates, learning new strategies for combat.
Now, for this clip right here, I had to turn down all the volume all the way because there's something I didn't touch on in this chapter that I really, really like. Is the way that Ruby's face is done, as well as her hair on the left page. And the way it was done was really interesting. I like how the transition of the shading went for her hair from black to gray to white on that little snippet of that left page. And I felt it was really interesting that they actually put some detail into that. The way her hair is like transitioning in different shots, as well as some of the other snippet points that I like. But yeah, it's something I want to point out. Now, back to the actual review, where I just go over in the regular video parts, where I actually don't have my camera muted.
So, this isn't really the end of them.
Regular video parts, where I actually don't have my camera muted. In the regular video parts, where I actually don't have my camera muted.
So, this isn't really the end of them. Just a little bit more, and then I'll be done with this review, but, as I have mentioned, I really do like this manga a lot, and there's some really good character development sections. But that the entire clip that I recorded, I didn't originally, just, I recorded it, but the audio wasn't there. Because my camera was accidentally muted, so you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. So I have to just use these voiceover clips instead. Because I'm not going to re-record everything. That's not going to happen. But, yeah, I really do like these different character elements with Weiss and how she talks to her teammates about different things that she goes through as a person. And she begins to grow as a character by bonding with her teammates, learning new strategies for combat, and all these many different things I really like about her. And she ends up being a really great character at the end of this manga. And I'm just really happy with how it turned out. And she tells Ruby, like, after she asks her, like, what does winter mean to you? And then Weiss is like, well, whenever, whenever I'm having trouble, she helps me learn. She guides me in the right direction. She's always there for me when I'm unsure about something or when I'm worried. And Ruby thinks that's really cool. And that she thinks that Weiss really loves her sister. And then Weiss just has some really cool information that she gives Ruby, and then Ruby learns about her teammate and how her teammate Weiss gets through life in her own ways, and who she's inspired by the most. And I found that scene to be really well done. And since I mainly deleted most of the clips, or most of the parts in the actual, or the original video of this, I'm gonna have to go on a whim here. And I'm not gonna mention every other scene out there, but, yeah, there's this chapter, which features Weiss, wanting to get a better body. Just not wanting to be, gaining weight, but, skinny, yeah, a little bit similar to Yang. But, yeah, it was a pretty interesting chapter. And she learns that she basically, okay, sorry about that, but, yeah, so this chapter has a word she wants to become more skinny or stronger or whatever, and she feels like she's not going to be able to do it because then Blake says that she notices that she's gaining weight, and Weiss is like, and then okay, sorry about that, but and I feel like this part was pretty. Gaining weight, but not wanting to be gaining weight, but okay. Now I'm gonna go through here.
completely silent on that clip, so I'm gonna do a voiceover.
Just really well done.
So, yeah. Um, this manga had, this chapter specifically, which, I really like because it shows how self-conscious Weiss, like, gets, like, when, like Blake, talks about her gaining weight, and then Weiss is just baffled. Like, she just, like, her heart shatters when she hears that she's gaining weight. And it shows that she's really self-conscious about that kind of thing, and it shows that she wants to grow, but she doesn't feel like that she's going to. And she wants to grow not just as a person, not just like physically, but like emotionally, or as a teammate, and as a generally as a huntress. And it shows that in this chapter, and I'm really happy that it was touched on. And when she's found sitting down on a bench outside on Beacon Academy grounds, she's noticed by Professor Port, Oobleck, Ozpin, and Glinda Goodwitch. And she's told that it's fine for, like, it's totally normal for her to feel this way. That it's how many people go through that. And many people her age go through that same thing. And that no matter what, she has all the time in the world to grow, to find different ways to figure things out. And that's why I liked this chapter specifically so much, because it shows how self-conscious that she is, but she still wants to at least overcome that obstacle in her life as well as in her emotions. And I really like how it was done. So that chapter alone was really interesting, and I like how it played out. And now this next chapter was also pretty interesting, but its art style I felt didn't really mix with the characters. Mainly Weiss, Winter, and John it worked okay with, but Blake, Ruby, and Yang just looked a little creepy with his art style, I feel. It's not the artist's fault, it's not theirs. It's just the fact that it's this art style mixed with Ruby as a series. It doesn't seem that it mixed well. It doesn't really seem that it mixes too well, nor do any of the characters really seem like they actually fit with the art style than some others, besides Jean, Winter, and Weiss, the Snow Queen herself. Ruby, Yang, and Blake, on the other hand, just looked a little creepy and kind of ugly. I feel like that art style didn't really fit them too well. But the points where this art style did mix were pretty good. And it's not the artist's fault. It's not their fault. It's just different things that can't really mix too well at all to begin with. But Weiss did look pretty interesting with this art style, and Jean also looked pretty good. And I did like this scene where like she's trying to brush him off as if she's not really hungry, and she's like getting asked by him to like go get something to eat together, but she's gonna try to brush him off and say that she's not hungry when she actually is. And then yeah, this is a chapter where like she's trying to just find something to do while like trying to basically figure out something to do while knowing that her sister won't come by to visit. But then her sister ends up visiting, and she's really happy that she showed up, because apparently her sister got caught up in something, but then something else happened, and she got off early. And it was a pretty interesting chapter. And the art style for it was really well done, I feel, because this scene alone had some pretty good dialogue. It shows like Winter and Weiss complement each other a lot, but in different ways, and sometimes in their own individual ways. And I liked it a lot. It shows like different characteristics about Weiss and Winter as characters. And then this is pretty much the end of the manga that we're at. There are parts that I haven't mentioned that I did not want to spoil, that I feel like you guys should read for yourselves. And yeah, this manga was very well. Shit, I think I might have.
Each artist have their own.
Yep, I accidentally did the overlay.
Yes.
He got off early. And it was a pretty interesting chapter. And she got off early. And it was a pretty interesting chapter.
And I feel like this part was
he got off early. And it was a pretty interesting chapter.
And I feel like this part was pretty cool, and like we get another Winter scene, and I'm really happy with it. And yeah, overall, I think that this manga was really well done. And you got the credits page for each artist. Trying to get a better angle for you guys. But yeah, each artist is given credit on these last few pages. And I think that this manga was really well done. Just really well done. Each artist had their own unique work in it. Some of them may not fit with others, but I'm still happy with how this manga turned out. And there were a few problems, mainly like some of the artworks not mixing too well, or like some pieces being a little off maybe, stuff like that. But overall, I didn't have too many problems with this manga. And I like the way like how characters bonded with each other in this manga, as well as how Weiss learns different things about herself and her teammates, as well as the other people at school, or at Beacon Academy. And I'm really glad with how this manga had turned out, because this manga, I think, is a really well done manga. Captures the character of Weiss really, really well done. And yeah, so my manga review for Ruby Manga Anthology Volume Number 2 of Weiss, aka Mirror Mirror. This was a very well written manga, had some great artwork illustrations, and this is Wolfdog 107. My score for this manga out of a 10 would have to be, I think I rated them before, like I'm out of like 15 or something. If we're going like out of 15, then I'll have to say that it's a 13 out of 15 or an 8 out of 10. Mainly because like there were some artworks that didn't really mix too well with some of the characters, and I feel like some of the scenes were a little off and kind of didn't make sense too much. And then some of the scenes I really liked didn't have too much going on for them, and I wish they were a little bit longer. And as you can see, I have voice back there in my glass hutch, and yeah, but I also got a Ruby Funko Pop back there. Trying to right there. But yeah, this manga was done very well. I think that the character illustration was great. The character designs were done very well. And I like the general art styles that were presented here. And I think each artist did very well. It's just that some of the art styles didn't mix too well with the characters. And that's not the fault of each artist or the storyline or whatever. It's just the fault of the series not mixing too well with every artwork piece out there. Some of them, sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, and for those reasons the artwork piece is not lining up too well, or just not mixing too well, or some of the scenes weren't long enough or didn't have too much dialogue going on. Those are some problems that I do have with this manga, but overall, I'm gonna give this manga a 13 out of 15, or an 18 out of 20, 8 out of 10, 13 out of 15, whatever you name it, or 3 out of 5, however you like to score it. But for me, 13 out of 15 is this manga's rating. I'm really happy that I have this manga in my possession, and I also have the other two back there, if you can see them, back there. We got this one right here, which is from Shadows, and then
Fuck. No. Damn it. Shit.
this has been Old Dog with 07, but before I go, I got one more message for you guys. But for this manga, 13 out of 10. Or no, 13 out of 15. 8 out of 10. However you want to rate it. Score will be on the screen. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I still gotta record the other clips, or the other voiceover clips, because I had the other voiceover clips. I still gotta record the other clips on the screen. However you want to rate it. Score will be on the screen. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Or, no, 13 out of 15.
Well, we've pretty much finished. Sadly, my face got caught in the camera view, which I wasn't hoping would happen, but I'll have to edit that out on PC. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just gonna be uploading this one for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it though. Yeah, I wasn't really looking forward to like editing too much, so this one is pretty much shorter because of that regard. But yeah, I regardless hope you guys enjoyed the review. But yeah, and my next manga review will definitely be on Kakegarubi Volume 2, and that one was really interesting. I liked it a lot as well. I don't think I've read a shit manga yet. But yeah, so far a lot of these are really, really well done, and I like how they are with their storytelling, character building, and everything like that. But the Ari Ferretta manga though was a little odd because it was a little slow. Some of the characters weren't too interesting, and then the only character that was interesting was the protagonist, mainly the protagonist, and then everything throughout the protagonist's arc in that first volume, towards the end of that volume in that manga, was pretty much the only exciting part and the only interesting part for that manga. But in this manga, the second volume for the manga anthology of Ruby, Mirror Mirror, was done very well. As I said, the artwork was well done, although there are some parts that didn't fit with some characters. And then some of the parts were a little too short and they could have been a little bit longer. And then I did like the character building development for Weiss and as well as some of her other teammates. And I like how they bonded with each other and different stuff like that. Everything about this manga was really interesting, and I'm glad I have this one in my possession. It's a really great manga. I urge you guys to check it out, no matter what. Get this manga, as well as the other Ruby manga I reviewed, as well as the other manga anthology of Ruby that I've reviewed. Yeah, I'd say the manga anthology based on Ruby Roads. And that one I feel like was a little bit better. It had some more scenes that were a little bit more longer than I was expecting, and they were just enough longer to get me like more interested in them. And the scenes like were also really interesting. Some of the artwork pieces were also pretty interesting, but there were also some parts that didn't really make sense, or some of the artwork wasn't really there, and it didn't look right. It didn't really mix well, stuff like that. And that's some of the problems and pros and whatnot that I've been finding with these anthologies so far. And I've only got two more left to work on. And once I get those out, I'm hoping those are also really great in their own right. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. But Been here for an hour 39 minutes. I'm currently eating some chips. If you hadn't noticed. You know what, just for the memes. Alright, I'm sorry everyone that hates ASMR, but I have to do it for the memes. I'm sorry, but I have to do it for the memes. I'm very sorry. I had to do it for the memes. Hopefully someone caught that in the future. High quality ASMR, and you'll only get it from me. I'm sucking the crumbs off my fingers, you dipshit. You dirty little fuck. I know it may sound like something else, but it's not that. I can assure you, I'm sucking my fingers. I'm sucking the grease off my fingers from eating barbecue Pringles. Not what you think it is. Yeah, do you like that? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah. I'm very sorry, but I have to do this for the memes. ASMR high quality, you can only get it on this channel. You know, I'll do a little more for you guys, just because I like it. Yes, a viewer left this chat, fuck. Well, they're missing out if they left, that's on them. Come on, you fucking chips. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. Ah, yeah, like that. Yeah. Coming! Well, it looks like you guys are gonna suffer a lot more. I will be right back with more ASMR. So please stay tuned for more ASMR. This stream is not over yet. I've got actual food to eat, not some fucking chips. Hi, kitty. You gotta go, okay, kitty? I don't want you in my room right now. Go. Alright. Get ready for some quality ASMR. No, high quality ASMR. In 5, 4, 3, fuck, 2.5, 5,001. Fuck, I think it's too hot to eat right now. Shit. This is very awkward, but fuck it. For the memes, hashtag YOLO. I mean, some curved ass noodles along with some skinny white ass noodles with broccoli. And there's also some fucking meat in here, which I like. Yeah, I don't like meat at all, but it's fucking delicious, so I'll do it anyway. Okay, I'll stop suffering. I'll stop making you guys suffer. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, some ASMR for you, for those of you who like ASMR. I'm sorry for the cringe, but yeah. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Next time, I'm not sure what a video will go up next. Probably a gameplay or stream, whatever. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, peace out, Wolf Dog. out.